everyone. Once again, back here on YourLiveEvent.com. We're inside the Betty Engelstead Sioux Center for quarterfinal number 3, as it is the second-seeded Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros as they are taking on 10th-seeded Drayton Valley Edinburgh. We have 2 semifinalists already decided, both for the 6 o'clock game. It's time to get our first 8 o'clock semifinalists decided here between the Burros and the Titans on YourLiveEvent.com. We'll take a quick break on the Irie Insurance pregame show. Then we'll talk with the head coaches. That's coming up next.
With pitchers and catchers reporting to spring training, it's time to think spring planning with Hillsboro Lumber. Your plans are never too big, never too small for Hillsboro Lumber to assist you, from additions or remodeling, new homes, pole barns, farm sheds, garage, decks, new flooring, doors, kitchen cabinets. Call 701-636-4301 or stop into Hillsboro Lumber. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Free estimates, free drafting services, and free delivery from Hillsboro Lumber.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow. We now have 9 locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, and Harvey. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay, so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Patient-centered care is really putting the needs of the patient and every aspect of the patient's life at the center of their care. The technology from Polar allows us to do our job in the pharmacy more efficiently, which also allows us to better serve our patients here at First Care Health Center.
We are working 24/7, 365 days a year, and Polar Communications is there for us.
When it comes to insurance, you should be confident that you're choosing the best option. I'm Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, Hillsboro. Let's find and discuss the best insurance policy for your home, auto, farm, life, or business. Stop in to see Ryan Updahl or I at our Hillsboro office, or give us a call at 701-436-5777, or toll free at 1-800-498-5777. This is Rich Gerke of Farmers Union Insurance, and we look forward to doing business with you.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, Drayton Valley Edinburgh and Hillsboro-Central Valley Region 2 basketball quarterfinals. Let's talk with the head coaches. First, we'll talk with the head coach for Drayton Valley Edinburgh. That is Shane Wall. Talking here with Shane Wall, head coach for Drayton Valley Edinburgh, and coach, a victory on Tuesday night against Midway Minto on the road, able to keep your season alive and advance into the quarterfinal round Monday night.
Yeah, it was quite the game. We had a lot of our fans made the trip down to Midway, and it was loud in there, and it was really those guys that kind of helped push our team to pulling off the win.
Yeah, just talk about, how big was that coming on the road there, able to get the upset victory. Now you get to, I guess the reward there, play at the Betty Engelstead Arena.
Yeah, it was huge. Our school, our co-op hasn't made regionals in a couple of years, and it was something I know my players really, really wanted. Talking to them at the beginning of the year, their goal was always to make it to the Betty. So I know we weren't really happy with our seed and kind of how we played in the regular season, but that's the beauty of a super regional. It just takes one game and you can make it there.
Yeah, now going up here, number 2 seed Hillsboro-Central Valley. Played them, back way early in the beginning of the year, only your second regular season game. So, is this one of those cases where, you're kind of both a little bit of different teams heading into Monday night?
Yeah, I guess I can't really speak for them. I know we're definitely a different team. Historically, we haven't had great success against them just because I think style-wise we're a little different. But if we can kind of slow the game down and play our style basketball, I like our chances.
Yeah, talk, matchup-wise, how do you try to, maybe stop Hillsboro-Central Valley? How do you maybe try to contain Carson Henningsgaard as well?
Our help's just got to be in the right spots, and slow the game down, limit their offensive possessions, make sure we're not letting them fast break, and then just make sure our help defenders know that they have to give help. It can't be a one-man scenario. It's got to be the whole team. It's got to be keeping an eye on them.
Talk a little Head coach for Drayton Valley Edinburgh, Shane Wall, joined us on our Irie Insurance pregame show. The best service, the best coverage, the best value, IrieINS.com. Take another quick break, then have more coming up. Talk with head coach Elliot Rothfold. That's next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Pacific Ag, the nation's leader in wheat straw production and sales, sends best wishes to all the area teams. Learn more at pacificag.com or call Stephanie Borgen at 218-790-4494. Good luck, teams, from everyone with Pacific Ag. Pacific Ag, the nation's leader in wheat straw production and sales, sends best wishes to all the area teams. Learn more at pacificag.com or call Stephanie Borgen at 218-790-4494. Good luck, teams, from everyone with Pacific Ag. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton has been adapting to the growing needs of the edible bean industry since 1982. The production of edible beans has helped many growers in the Red River Valley make their farming operations more profitable. Along with the increased profitability, these growers are producing a nutritious, high-protein food source that helps feed a hungry world. Central Valley Bean Cooperative in Buxton, with receiving stations in Hatton, Sharon, Larimore, Devils Lake, Wilton, Washburn, Lincoln, and Peasic. Learn more online at centralvalleybean.com or call 701-847-2622.
At Halsted Living Center and Heritage House, life doesn't stop with age. From dedicated staff, activities, and personal care, they're there to ensure the lifestyle continues to be active and fulfilled. The activities team brings together birthday parties, holiday programs, local performing acts, and talented musicians on staff. Family and friends are encouraged to join in on the special programs and daily activities too. For more information on Halsted Living Center and Heritage House, call 218-456-2105 or log on to halstedlivingcenter.com.
Back here on YourLiveEvent.com, let's talk with the head coach for Hillsboro-Central Valley, Elliot Rothfold. Season play is over, and now it's tournament time, one game at a time.
Yeah, starts tonight. Guys are ready to go. I've had a good week of practice, lots of practice, so I think they're ready to play a game.
Able to get the number 2 seed there. Just talk about how fortunate or an advantage it is not to have played last Tuesday and right here into the Betty.
Yeah, it's always good to not have that extra playing game, and we're able to go watch the Drayton Valley and Midway Minto game, and kind of take a day off and practice that day and do that. So nice to have that opportunity. Now you got to get out there, warm up, and get the nerves out, and be ready to play when the ball goes up.
Talking about how able to see Drayton Valley Edinburgh there on Tuesday night. Played them really all the way back early December. They're kind of, what were you able to learn there with them, watching them there? As I know, talking to the other coach, you talked about some of the changes as well, maybe some changes you saw from them from the beginning of the season.
Well, yeah, we played them way in the middle of December, so, pretty much the same personnel as far as that's concerned. But, they got some guys who can score, guys who can take the ball to the basket. Their two best players, the Paulstead kid and the Backer kid are good players. We're going to have to play some good defense against them. And they're coming in with nothing to lose, going to come in and let it go, I'm sure. So, for us, we got to do the same thing. Like I tell them, it's now it's just about time to go. It's about going out and playing some basketball, and you can't worry about anything else. It's every moment, every possession, and like I said, just play all the way through and get everything you got. You got hopefully one game today, and hopefully you can earn a second one tomorrow.
Elliot, thanks for your time. Good luck today.
All right, thanks.
Hillsboro-Central Valley head coach Elliot Rothfold joined us as well on the Irie Insurance pregame show. Take a quick pause for the national anthem, then we'll be back with our starting lineups from American Crystal Sugar Company. That's coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com.
Do you feel like there's never enough time to get everything done before planting? The window for spring work is quick and unforgiving. Give yourself the upper hand with the ProTill High Performance High Speed Disc. More and more farmers agree the ProTill is the right tool for spring field conditions and heavy residue management. Zero maintenance bearings, independent disc technology, oversized pins and bushings allow the ProTill to handle whatever field or conditions you can throw at it.
To say that everyone in the farming community would like to put the 2019 planting and growing season behind them is an understatement. Hello, Shane with Irie Insurance, and this was one of those years that you found out what your crop insurance agent was made of. Were you satisfied? All of us at Irie Insurance feel your pain and know your challenges. That's why we would love to sit down with each and every farmer for an annual policy review. We now know how bad it can get, so let's make sure you have someone working in your corner to protect your farm's equity. To find an Irie Insurance agent near you, go to IrieInsurance.com.
Brent's Pit Stop in Grafton for when you need to get in, get out, and get on your way. This winter, don't freeze at the pump. Take it to Brent's Pit Stop where they'll do it for you. Gas, diesel, an oil change, a tire change, whatever your vehicle's needs are, they got you covered.
Brent and the team thank you for your patronage, and they look forward to continue serving you.
Open 6 a.m. until 7 p.m. Visit Brent's Pit Stop, 735 Hill Avenue in Grafton.
Good luck to all the players and coaches participating in today's game from Brent's Pit Stop in Grafton.
There's a lot to love about Hillsboro, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between two of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsboro embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsboro invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsboro. Visit hillsboro-nd.com to learn more about Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity.
I kinda like
This is Carson Henningsgaard, student athlete at Central Valley High School, and I urge students to refrain from using drugs or alcohol. Doing so can result in getting kicked off the team, damage to your reputation, and damage to your body. Stay sober and stay on the right track to success. Live above the influence. This message brought to you by the Central Valley School District.
Brady Siebel's back with you here on yourliveevent.com. Glad you could join us. This broadcast is being done with the authorization of the North Dakota High School Activities Association. As we're just about ready here for our starting lineups, those of course brought to you by American Crystal Sugar Company. Learn more about American Crystal Sugar, including career opportunities online at crystalsugar.com. Hillsboro-Central Valley and Drayton Valley-Enberg here match up. The Hillsboro-Central Valley Burros, the number 2 seed, a bye into the quarterfinals, did not have to play in the Region 2 play-in games on Tuesday afternoon, or Tuesday night. Drayton Valley-Enberg is the 10 seed, picked up a road victory at Midway Minto, 66-60. As they are announcing the non-starters here for both teams. Drayton Valley-Enberg, the visiting team on the scoreboard, wearing the road dark colors, a very dark gray uniform with black numbers trimmed in white, black lettering as well. For the Titans, coming in 7-14 on the season, a 5-12 regular season region record, 6-12 included in the. You include the region playing game last Tuesday. Coming to you live from the Betty Engelstead Sioux Center. As again, we'll have one more game coming for you as we follow this, as it is Thompson taking on the Grafton Spoilers. Tommy's and the Spoilers, that one is coming up next on yourliveevent.com. As well, we also have both semifinals tomorrow starting at 5:30 with the pregame show. As it's time now for our starting lineups. First for the Titans of Drayton Valley-Enberg, a 6'1" junior. Number 2, Tyson Becker. A 6'1" senior, number 4, Tyler Jackson. A 5'10" junior, number 5, Samuel Johnson. A 6'2" senior, number 32, Brendan Durand. And a 6'5" junior, number 45, Gage Paulstad. Starting laps for Drayton Valley Edinburgh. Head coach is Shane Wall. The assistant coach is Blake Laxstall. As time now for the starting lineups for the home team on the scoreboard, the Burros of Hillsboro-Central Valley. Home whites with the blue numbers, as well as the blue and white checkerboard down the side. As starting with a senior guard, number 1, Patrick Lemke. Senior guard, number 3, Carson Henningsgaard. Another senior guard, number 11, Oscar Benson. A senior forward, number 40, Landon Reed. And in the middle, the center, a senior, number 55, Joey Camrud. Starting laps for Hillsboro-Central Valley. Head coach is Elliot Ralph-Fold. And the assistant coaches are Jeremy Brandt and Micah Berge. It's about ready to get underway inside the Betty Eaglestead Sioux Center. As 2 semifinalists already determined, Haddon Northwood and Cavalier in game number 1. Now bottom half of the bracket decide the commands in semifinal number 2. Benson and Paulstead to tip it off, as the tip is controlled by Hillsboro-Central Valley Carson Henningsgaard. Patrick Lemke lose it, able to get it back. Oscar Benson to Landon Reed. Back to Lemke, top of the key. Inside, Henningsgaard spins, puts it up off the glass and in. Carson Henningsgaard with the first points of the game. Titans going the other way, get it across the timeline. Becker, guarded by Benson. Right wing, Paulstead. Picks up his dribble, guarded by Cameron, 20 to shoot. Drive inside, Jackson couldn't get the shot to go, and the rebound taken by Landon Reed. Henningsgaard to Benson, long 2-pointer on the way, couldn't get it to go. Rebound, fought for and taken by Samuel Johnson. Becker across the timeline. Drives inside, he'll put it up off the glass, couldn't get it to go, and Joey Camrud the rebound. Henningsgaard on the drive, inside to Benson, off the glass and in. Assist for Carson Henningsgaard. First bucket for Oscar Benson, 4-0 in favor of the Burros. Titans go across the timeline. Paulstead drives inside, puts up the floater, couldn't get it to go. Rebound tipped and out of bounds. Last touch by Drayton Valley Edinburgh, and it will be Burro basketball. Lemke to inbound. Henningsgaard. He'll bring it up court. To Reed, right wing. It's a screen from Lemke. Camrud along the 3-point arc. Inside Lemke. Turns, puts it up. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound still loose, and it's corralled by Tyler Jackson. Johnson across the timeline. Top of the key, picks up his dribble. Gets it to Becker. Inside, Paulstead puts it up, gets it to go off the glass. Henningsgaard going the other way, and he's fouled. As they'll get Samuel Johnson on the foul. His first, team's first. Henningsgaard to inbound. Camrud hands it off Henningsgaard. It's a screen from Lemke. Drive, layup, good. Carson Henningsgaard with his second bucket. And a quick timeout on the floor on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley 6, Drayton Valley Edinburgh 2, yourliveevent.com.
Dakota The culture is hardworking and understands the value of what we can get from the land. The services we get from Polar Communications, the gigabit service, allows us to be able to serve up many, many more locations. We know that they are in North Dakota. They understand North Dakota. That means a lot to our business.
Six-two Hillsboro-Central Valley leads out of the Drayton Valley Edinburgh timeout. That's their first. 4 remaining. Inbounds Becker, double teamed. Long pass, able to get it to Paulstead. Layup, gets it to go. Titans within 2. Henningsgaard the other way, hands it off Limke. Reed. Oscar Benson, left wing. He'll drive inside, kick out Reed. He'll shoot the 3. Good! Landon Reed with the triple. Burrows lead by 5. Becker across the timeline. Guarded by Benson. Gets a screen. Picks up his dribble. Durand. Still with it, 15 to shoot. Halstead drives inside, spins, puts it up off the glass, couldn't get it to go. And Carson Henningsgaard with the rebound. On the drive, and he's fouled. As they'll get Samuel Johnson, that'll be his second, team's second. Cameron Benson check out. 31, Sam Preston, and 22, Jackson Anderson in for the Burros.
Henningsgaard got kind of pinched there as he was trying to make his move to the basket.
Johnson with the 2 fouls, he'll check out. 12, Caleb Cartez will check in. Shot attempt is no good, and Paulstead gets the rebound. Becker across the timeline. It's a screen. Durand baseline. Lost it. And a Titan turnover. 4:15 to play in quarter number 1. Hillsboro-Central Valley leads 9-4. Henningsgaard. Back to Limke. Anderson. Sam Preston inside to Limke. Lost the handle of it and a turnover. Halstead tosses it back. Tyson Becker. As that's a 10-second call. A 10-second call. And a Drayton Valley Edinburgh turnover. A little too slow bringing it up the court there. And Drayton Valley Edinburgh commits their second turnover of the quarter.
At the very beginning of the game, the first possession the Burros had, they went inside to Henningsgaard. He was posted up on a shorter opponent. I'm surprised they haven't gone back to that.
And Landon Reed hits another 3, his second, and it's 12-4 in favor of the Burros. Becker across the half-court line. Gets a screen from Durand. On the 3-point arc. Shot was partially blocked by Limke, and Reed ends up with it. He'll get it ahead to Henningsgaard. He'll launch up the 3. No. And the rebound by Paulstead. Becker across the timeline. It's a screen. Pick and roll. Becker keeps it. Layup. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound still loose. On the floor, and we'll get a loose ball foul. As they'll get it on Drayton Valley Edinburgh. As Brendan Durand will get caught with the foul. That's his first, team's third. He'll check out. And 44, Dylan Feltman will check in for Drayton Valley Edinburgh. Inbound to Henningsgaard. Across the timeline. Hands off Limke. Reed. Free throw line jumper. Rolls out no good. Anderson with the board, but he was out of bounds. couldn't keep the feet in. And Drayton Valley Edinburgh basketball.
Good hustle play by Anderson. He needs to do more of that.
Jackson inbounds. Becker. He'll back it out. Right wing. Top or free throw line, Feltman. Becker. Three-pointer. Banked in. Good. His first points. Titans trail by 5. Limke on the drive. Layup. No. And the rebound by Feltman. Tried to get it inside. And out of bounds. And it will be Borough basketball. Third Titan turnover. Hennings guard as Anderson will quickly tie his shoe, keep the play going. Hennings guard on the drive, puts it up, gets the roll to go. Carson Hennings guard with 6. Borough's doubling up the Titans 14-7. As Jackson across the timeline. Benson to check back in for the Boroughs. Cortez inside as Paulstead couldn't get the shot to go. Hennings guard, Limke, layup good. Patrick Limke with his first basket, 70-6, Hillsboro-Central Valley leads. Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales scoreboard. Timeout on the floor.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises. Precision Planning spent the 2019 growing season looking at how technology, agronomy, and equipment can all be used to maximize profit on farms like yours. Those results are now being shared with growers across the country in a climate-controlled mobile classroom, the PTI. This PTI trailer will be in Hillsboro March 16th and in Drayton March 17th. Come spend the morning with RDK Enterprises. Register at planterdoc.com.
Drayton Valley Edinburgh takes their second timeout. They've got 3 remaining. Hillsboro-Central Valley has yet to use 1. Inbounds, Becker. Tyler Jackson. Try to get in the corner, and it's stolen away by Landon Reed. Benson for 3. Has it partially blocked. On the floor and out of bounds. Last touch by Drayton Valley Edinburgh. Borough basketball with 1:01 remaining in the quarter. Inbounds Preston. Benson. Jumper, no. And Feltman the rebound. Becker. Across the timeline. He'll drive inside. Puts up the layup. Couldn't get it to go. And the rebound is taken by Sam Preston. Led to Hennings guard. Benson, layup good. Oscar Benson with his second bucket. Shot clock turned off. Final 25 seconds of the quarter. Jackson across the timeline. Burrows double team. Work it around. Durand from the elbow. Couldn't get the shot to go. Rebound fought for. Pinballs around. It goes out of bounds. And it will remain Drayton Valley Edinburgh basketball. As Feltman will check out. As Gage Paulstead back in. 13.5 to go in the quarter. Becker to inbound. Over to Paulstead. Tries to drive inside. Kick out, three-pointer, no, by Jackson. Henningsgaard with the rebound, pushes it up. Anderson, able to beat the buzzer as Jackson Anderson with the basket. And that will do it for quarter number one. Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley 20, Drayton Valley Edinburgh 7, yourliveevent.com.
Goose River Heating and Cooling of Hillsboro is a Ruud dealer for the Hillsboro and surrounding communities. If your furnace has lived past its prime, talk to Corey today about a new Ruud furnace for your home or new construction. You don't want to be left out in the cold. That's why Goose River Heating is available with 24-hour emergency service. Call Corey Wright today at Goose River Heating, 701-430-1990. Serving Hillsboro and the surrounding communities as a Ruud dealer, Goose River Heating and Cooling.
I'm originally from Mayville. I moved away for 6 years, but when I decided I think it's time that we start a family, and I said I want to move back to that small town so I can have small classes, small community, people are involved, people care about you.
There's a lot of space out here, and if you use it appropriately, I mean, everything from family baseball to the parks and the communities, swimming, all that stuff is available right there.
Hi, I'm Jeremy Strand.
Kurt Petrowski, Hillsboro, North Dakota.
Come home to trail.
Come home to trail.
(20-7) in favor of Hillsboro-Central Valley as we head into quarter number two. In quarterfinal game number 3, winner of this will face the winner of our next game in Thompson versus Grafton. Inbound is to Becker. He'll bring it across the timeline, guarded by Benson. As Lucas Pastoric checking in for the first time for Drayton Valley Edinburgh. From the elbow, Paulstead couldn't get the shot to go, and the rebound is taken by Carson Henningsgaard. Quickly on the drive, trying to go coast to coast, layup good. Henningsgaard now with 8. As the Burros lead 22-7. Becker, 20 to shoot. Durand, back to Becker. Pastoric, cross-court pass and out of bounds was Samuel Johnson when he received the pass, and that is turnover 5 on the Titans. Inbounds, Henningsgaard crosses the timeline. Limke, Anderson, Sam Preston, back to Henningsgaard, gets a screen, he'll fire up the 3, no. And the rebound is taken by Samuel Johnson. Across the timeline. Becker. Pastoric. 20 to shoot. Durand. On the drive. Picks up his dribble. Back out. Paulstead. He'll put up the layup. Couldn't get it to go, but he's fouled. And Gage Paulstead will go to the free throw line. As they'll get Patrick Limke on the foul. That's his first, team's first. Paulstead shooting 2. First free throw attempt, rolls around, gets it to go. He's got 5. As Preston checks out, Joey Camrud back in. As Durand out for Drayton Valley Edinburgh as well. Second free throw attempt, that one is good as well. Except I believe we're going to have a lane violation, so the shot will not count.
Yep, shooter just ever so barely stepped over the line.
So it remains 22-8. Henningsgaard, Camrud, tried to get it inside to Limke, but it's stolen away by Paulstead. Titans driving inside. Becker, off balance shot, couldn't get it to go. Also checking in there, that is Alexander Swanson for Drayton Valley Edinburgh, as we'll get a Titan foul. As Paulstead on the foul, that's his first, team's fourth. As Anderson will check out, back in is Landon Reed for the Burros. Hennings guard, Benson, fakes the handoff, keeps it. Landon Reed for three, no. Benson gets the rebound, back out to Reed. Hennings guard, it's a screen, he'll drive inside, puts it up off the glass, couldn't get it to go. Rebound fought for, and we'll have a loose ball foul, as I believe they'll get Hennings guard on the foul. Indeed, that is his first, team's second. Five and a half remaining in the first half. Inbounds Becker. They'll bring it up court. Across the midcourt stripe. Guarded by Hennings guard. Inside, Paulstead puts it up, blocked by Oscar Benson. Hennings guard drives inside, layup, no, but he's fouled. Carson Hennings guard to go to the free throw line as Oscar Benson swatted that one out of the air.
Maybe that Benson block will get the Burros moving again. We've had hit a little bit of an intensity lull here. Kind of a quiet game for a few minutes.
Hennings guard at the free throw line. First attempt rolls out, no good for Carson. First free throw attempt by the Burros. Second shot upcoming. Free throw, that one is good. Hennings guard splits the pair. 23-8 in favor of Hillsboro-Central Valley. As Becker, press comes for the Burros. As he throws it away, Camerud. It's a two Hennings guard on the drive, layup up and under, good. Carson Hennings guard now with double digits. He's got 11. 25-8 in favor of the Burros. Becker. Johnson. Back to Pastoric. As Johnson's pass tipped, stolen away. Gannon Limke on the drive. Benson, but an offensive foul will be called on Patrick Limke, as that'll be his second, team's third.
Smart defensive play. Excellent to realize who was coming down the court. Probably not a usual ball handler. Stood in there, took the charge. Just a very good play.
As we'll have a Limke brother swap as Patrick out, Gannon in. Also checking in, Micah Gallagher for the Burros. As well, Brendan Duran back in for Drayton Valley Edinburgh as well. Becker across the timeline. Paulstead on the three-point arc, picks up his dribble. As a steal, stolen away by Landon Reed, layup good. Burros force the turnover, and Landon Reed now with 8 points for the Burros. Becker picks up his dribble. Inside, Durand tries to drive baseline, but he stepped out of bounds, and that's turnover 9 on Drayton Valley Edinburgh.
Nice double team down there on the baseline.
As Drayton Valley Edinburgh, they'll call their third timeout. We'll take a timeout as well. Golden Harvest Tip Gazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley leads 27-8 on yourliveevent.com.
Don't be fooled by that beat-up old cap. Its faded crown represents the tireless work of America's farmers and ranchers. Its sturdy brim, their dedication to providing our nation with a safe, affordable food source. From sunup to sundown, they're turning quarters into the dollars that drive our rural economy. So we'd like to tip our hat to them. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Burros lead by 19, 3:41 remaining in the first half as Drayton Valley Edinburgh now down to 2 timeouts. Burros have their full complement of 5. Inbound is to Henningsgaard. Landon Reed, right wing. Back to Henningsgaard. Drives inside as basket is good. Gannon Limke with the bucket. Arrows lead by 21. Becker brings it up court. Guarded by Landon Reed. Caleb Cartez. Durand in the corner. Back out, Paulstead. Becker fakes the three. He'll drive inside from the Summit League logo. Couldn't get it to go. And the rebound is taken by Gannon Limke. Henningsgaard. Cam Root, offensive foul. Second time the Burros have been called with that on the drive. As Carson now with his second foul, fourth team foul.
You have to realize that DVE is trying to draw those offensive charges, and they just got to do a jump stop. It's a very simple thing. Jump stop, and then you don't get that running over the defender call.
Cartez pass is stolen away. Gannon Limke layup on the other end is good. 10th Titan turnover. Burros lead 31-8. As Anderson and Preston to check back in for the Burros. Pass is tipped by Henningsgaard, but saved by Cartez. As Gannon Limke tips it out of bounds. As Cam Rood, as well as Carson Henningsgaard will check out. Jackson Anderson, Sam Preston in for the Burros.
Titans need to be extremely careful with the ball right now because the Burros are smelling turnovers. They've just got to calm down, work the ball, get a good open shot.
Becker picks up his dribble. Paulstead. Durand. 3 to shoot. I don't think they realize it yet. And that will be a shot clock violation. As the shot clock never reset, and turnover 11 on Drayton Valley Edinburgh. As Durand will check out. Back in, 44, Dylan Feltman. Inbound to Jackson Anderson. Limke to Reed, gets a screen. Back out Preston. Inside Gannon Limke has it stripped. Ball still loose. Limke able to end up with it. Gets it to Reed. He's stripped, but he's fouled. As they'll say it's a shooting foul, and so Landon Reed to the free throw line to shoot a pair. As Gage Paulstead on the foul. That's his third. Team number 6.
Bit of sloppy Joe's time right now. Ball's kind of rolling around on the floor, and people aren't taking real good care of it.
Paulstead with 3 fouls. He'll check out. Back in for Tyler Jackson for the Titans. Reed at the free throw line for his second shot. Up. No good off the front iron, and Feltman with his third rebound. Reed splits the pair. Under 90 to go in the half. Becker on the drive. Baseline. Inside Feltman. And out of bounds, they'll say last touched by Drayton Valley Edinburgh. Turnover 12 and Burro basketball with 1:15 remaining. Inbounds, Jackson Anderson. Across the timeline, Landon Reed, right wing. Calls for a screen, gets it. Drives inside. Back out Limke, long 2. In and out, no good. And out of bounds. Titan basketball. As well as a sub as Becker will check out. Back in, Lucas Pastoric for DVE. Cartez will inbound.
For the Titans to get back in this game, they've got to, they almost need to muddy it up a little bit right here, you know. continue with this idea that the ball's rolling around and then they can scrap and maybe get some cheap baskets. The Burros, on the other hand, need to guard against that.
Cartez drives inside, floater, gets it to go. Caleb Cartez, his first points. Reed. Preston. Top of the key, Micah Gallagher. Over to Landon Reed, about a 2-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Rose will use up some time. 10 on the shot clock. Screen by Preston. Reed on the drive. Kick out. Jackson Anderson for three. No. And the rebound is taken by Samuel Johnson. And that will do it for quarter number 2. End of half number 1. Golden Harvest Timkes at Seed Sales Scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley leads 32-10 on yourliveevent.com.
Hi, this is Reagan Baszler from Hillsboro High School. Work hard at everything you do in life: school, work, sports, extracurriculars, and anything else you may be involved in. A good work ethic will help you be successful and will stick to you in the future. It also helps you to be a good role model to the younger students and athletes that look up to you. This message is brought to you by the Hillsboro School District.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank, and I would like to know your story. Our lives and our businesses are comprised of events. We have all had our failures and successes, and these events define our character. If your character includes values like trustworthy, respectful, honest, and responsible, then your story matches well with ours, and we would consider it a privilege to be your financial partner. At the Goose River Bank, we believe that a strong bank builds strong communities. The Goose River Bank, member FDIC.
To say that everyone in the farming community would like to put the 2019 planting and growing season behind them is an understatement. Hello, Shane with Irie Insurance, and this was one of those years that you found out what your crop insurance agent was made of. Were you satisfied? All of us at Irie Insurance feel your pain and know your challenges. That's why we would love to sit down with each and every farmer for an annual policy review. We now know how bad it can get, so let's make sure you have someone working in your corner to protect your farm's equity. To find an Irie Insurance agent near you, go to IrieInsurance.com.
I kinda like you.
Hillsboro-Central Valley leads 32-10. Golden Harvest Timkes at Seed Sales Scoreboard as we have reached halftime from the Betty Engelstead Sioux Center. Our halftime show is brought to you by the Trail County EDC. Learn more about the opportunities in Trail County online at trailcountyedc.com. Hillsboro-Central Valley got off to a blazing start in the first 8 minutes of play as they took a 20-7 lead after the first quarter of play. A little bit of sloppiness in between both teams in quarter number 2. Hillsboro-Central Valley outscores the Titans by a 12-3 margin to give Hillsboro-Central Valley a 32-10 lead in the first half of play. Quarterfinal number 3. Winner of this will face the winner of our nightcap coming up right after this game, as it is Thompson and Grafton. Battle between the Tommies and the Spoilers. We'll have that for you as well on yourliveevent.com. Take another quick break here, then we will run down our first half stats. That's coming up next on yourliveevent.com.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires or tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum thank you for your business, and they look forward to continue serving you at Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises. Precision Planning spent the 2019 growing season looking at how technology, agronomy, and equipment can all be used to maximize profit on farms like yours. Those results are now being shared with growers across the country in a climate-controlled mobile classroom, the PTI. This PTI trailer will be in Hillsboro March 16th and in Drayton March 17th. Come spend the morning with RDK Enterprises. Register at planterdoc.com.
For more than a century, MLGC has delivered cutting-edge communications technology to the communities they serve. MLGC continues to be at the forefront of innovation and technology with an ever-expanding variety of products and services with internet speeds up to 1 gig, over 150 cable TV channels, and reliable telephone service. Watch for huge, exciting announcements from MLGC. Internet TV phone, moving you at the speed of light. 1-877-893 MLGC.
There's a lot to love about Hillsboro, North Dakota. Top-notch school district with fantastic facilities and growing enrollment. Great healthcare and friendly people. Nestled between two of North Dakota's largest cities, Hillsboro embodies a small-town atmosphere that is sure to make you feel right at home. The HEDC and City of Hillsboro invites you to pay a visit and experience Hillsboro. Visit hillsboro-nd.com to learn more about Hillsboro, a small town with big opportunity.
Back here, yourliveevent.com. Trail County EDC halftime report. We'll run down our first half stats here for both teams in half number one. Starting off with the Drayton Valley Edinburgh Titans. 10 points for them in the first 16 minutes of play. They're led by Gage Paulstead. He's got 5. Also has a couple of rebounds as well. Tyson Becker with 3 points. And Caleb Cartez with 2 points. Also on the score sheet, 3 rebounds for Samuel Johnson. Also Dylan Feltman with 3 boards. And Tyler Jackson has 1 rebound. Team totals, the Titans committed 12 turnovers, had 9 rebounds in the half, and they committed 6 team fouls from the free throw line. They are shooting 50%, 1 of 2. First half stats for Hillsboro-Central Valley. They are 32 points. They are led in scoring by number 3, Carson Henningsgaard with 11. Landon Reed has 9. Oscar Benson, 4 points and 2 points apiece for Patrick Limke, as well as Jackson Anderson. Also Gannon Limke with 4 points as well. Team totals for the Burros, 3 turnovers in the half. They have 11 rebounds. They committed 4 fouls. And from the free throw line, the Burros are also shooting 50%. They are 2 of 4 from the charity stripe. Those are your first half stats. Trail County EDC halftime report. Take a break, and then we'll be back for the start of quarter number 3. That's coming up next on yourliveevent.com.
Hillsboro Dairy, with delivery of fresh dairy products and more to your home door. I've had Hillsboro Dairy delivering cold, fresh dairy products and other items to my door for years. 3 main reasons why. It's the convenience, the products are fresh, and the delivery service from the Udder Guy. Nobody does it like the Udder Guy. Every week, we get to see Teak. Please call him at 701-436-5877. Delivery right to your door from Hillsboro Dairy.
Brent's Pit Stop in Grafton for when you need to get in, get out, and get on your way. This winter, don't freeze at the pump. Take it to Brent's Pit Stop where they'll do it for you. Gas, diesel, an oil change, a tire change, whatever your vehicle's needs are, they got you covered.
Brent and the team thank you for your patronage, and they look forward to continue serving you.
Open 6 a.m. until 7 p.m. Visit Brent's Pit Stop, 735 Hill Avenue in Grafton.
Good luck to all the players and coaches participating in today's game from Brent's Pit Stop in Grafton.
Cows don't have a schedule when they decide to calve, so you need to monitor them pretty much 24/7. The big plus for me with the camera system that I have now is just being able to watch and monitor these cows. We've saved at least 4 calves and paid for the system the first year. The big thing I liked about Polar was I get good service. I mean, they're very local, and I think it's very reflective on the communities that they represent and that they're a part of.
Get your ticket for the Hatton Men's Club event being held Saturday, April 4th at the Hatton Community Center. Beginning at 6 p.m. with games and food, must be 21 years of age or older to attend. Get your ticket from a club member today. Learn more about the Hatton Men's Club on Facebook. Hatton Men's Club license number G-0841. The Hatton Men's Club is a proud supporter of the community and youth activities. Good luck to all participating in the tournament from the Hatton Men's Club.
Just about ready here to begin quarter number 3 as Hillsboro-Central Valley leads 32-10 on the Golden Harvest Typica at Seed Sales scoreboard. Bring back in our coach's perspective, Keith Meyer, and Keith Burrows got off to a big lead there first quarter, trying to put their foot on the throat, so to speak. There, not wanting to give Drayton really any hope for the upset.
Yep, that was important. What really brought that early lead out was Carson Henningsgaard getting everybody else involved. Carson has, 11, 13, something like that points. Been very quiet points. What I've noticed much, much more is the assists that he has dished out, getting other people involved, and that really keeps people awake, and they know that if they get to an open spot, he'll find them.
Starting 5 for both teams back on the court to begin quarter number 3. Hillsboro-Central Valley, Patrick Limke, Carson Henningsgaard, Oscar Benson, Landon Reed, and Joey Camerud. Henningsgaard with it. Off to Benson. Back over to Henningsgaard. 15 to shoot. Landon Reed for 3. Yes! Landon Reed, his third triple of the game, and the Burros lead 35-10. Back the other way come the Titans. Falstead on the drive, floater couldn't get it to go, and the rebound taken by Patrick Limke. His first rebound, hands it off Henningsgaard. From the free throw line, he'll put it up. No, but he's fouled, and Carson Henningsgaard to go to the free throw line. As Sam Johnson on the foul. That'll be his third. 5 on the court for Drayton Valley Edinburgh. 2 Tyson Becker, 4 Tyler Jackson, 5 Samuel Johnson. Free throw attempt by Carson, up and good. Also 32 Brendan Durand, and 45 Gage Paulstead. Henningsgaard to shoot his second free throw. Up and no good. Limke able to track down the rebound though. It's a 2 camera. They work it around. Henningsgaard, Landon Reed for 3. No. Rebound tipped. Benson has it stripped away from him. And going the other way is Becker along the 3-point line. He'll drive baseline. In the corner, 3-point attempt. No good. Henningsgaard the rebound. As Tyler Jackson on the shot attempt. Henningsgaard looking to go coast to coast. His layup wouldn't go. Camerud back out. Landon Reed, 3 is short and out of bounds. And possession to Drayton Valley Edinburgh. Looking to inbound is Jackson, able to get it to Sam Johnson. Up ahead, Becker. Along the baseline, Paulstead. Inside Durand. And we'll have a foul called as Tyler Jackson ended up with the loose ball. As Patrick Limke the foul, that's his third. Team's first. Inbounds, Paulstead. Spins, layup, couldn't get it to go, and the rebound is taken by Patrick Limke. Inside, Camrood, layup, good. Joey Camrood, his first points tonight.
Boy, your big guy runs the floor like that, you better reward him and get him the ball. Otherwise, you're going to have to answer for it in the locker room after the game.
Becker, Paulstead along the three-point arc. Pass is stolen away. Carson Henningsgaard with the steal. From three, yes, Carson Henningsgaard. His first triple. And Carson has 15 as a timeout call by Drayton Valley Edinburgh. We'll take a quick timeout as well. Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley 41, Drayton Valley Edinburgh 10.
It takes a lot of grit to be a farmer. The workday isn't defined by the number of hours you work, but by the work you do in those hours. And the job isn't done unless it pays off when the combines roll. So when the work gets tough and the work days get long, count on Golden Harvest to deliver strong genetics, local know-how, and a dedication to service. Contact Tim Kazette, your local seed advisor, at 701-430-0877 and start seeing your hard work pay off.
Hillsboro-Central Valley leads 41-10 on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette Seed Sales Scoreboard. As Drayton Valley Edinburgh takes their fourth timeout. They've got one remaining. Hillsboro-Central Valley yet to use one so far in this game.
DVE just looking to get some sort of a semblance of an offense going. It's got to be frustrating, you know, sitting almost halfway through the third quarter and you got 10 points. So I'm sure that was a talk about, let's run this. Let's see what kind of a shot we can get. Put one up on the board.
Becker to bring it up for Drayton Valley Edinburgh. Crosses the timeline. Falstead. Top of the key. Kick out three-pointer on the way. No good by Sam Johnson. The rebound taken by the Burros. Limke his third. Henningsgaard. Landon Reed, three-pointer, no. Camrood the rebound. Back out Henningsgaard. Limke, he'll fire it from three, yes! Patrick Limke. He joins the three-point party, and it's 44-10 in favor of the Burros. Becker. Falstead. Still with it, 20 to shoot. Back to Becker. Started by Camrood. Inside. Turns, puts it up. No, but he's fouled. As they'll get Camrood for his first. Team number 2. So Tyson Becker at the free throw line to shoot a pair. First attempt rolls out, no good. As Oscar Benson will check out, back in 31, Sam Preston. Second free throw attempt, that one is good. As Becker splits the pair. First points of the quarter for Drayton Valley Edinburgh. Henningsgaard hands off to Reed. To Sam Preston. Inside to Reed, back to Preston. Camrood puts it up, no. And the rebound is controlled by Sam Johnson. That's his fourth board. Brings it up, across the timeline. Spins. Durand. Backs down, Preston, kick out. Johnson, work it around. Halstead, baseline. And no good on the shot. Preston with the rebound. Henningsgaard going the other way. Limke for three. No. And the rebound is taken Paulston, and will get a foul. Landon Reed will commit his first.
Oh, that wasn't the greatest defensive play in the world. Girls need to guard against getting bad habits here. Landon just kind of stuck out his leg and hoped that he could deflect that pass, and if that would have been a good ball handler, he would have been long gone.
Back in 12, Caleb Cartez for DVE. Jackson, Halstead on the drive, no, and the rebound is taken by Camrud, and he's fouled. Camrud, his third rebound. Borough basketball. Inbound to Henningsgaard. Across the timeline, Landon Reed. Camrud. Back to Henningsgaard. Sam Preston, top of the key, inside Camrud. Back out, Landon Reed. He'll put up the three. No. And the rebound by Becker. His first board. Brings it up court. Gets a screen. Puts up the floater. No. And Camrud with the rebound. Up ahead, Henningsgaard. Preston tried to go for the alley-oop. Couldn't quite get it, and out of bounds it goes. Borough turnover. As Jackson Anderson will check back in for the Burros, Camrud will check out. As 21, Alexander Swanson back in for DVE, and checking in for the first time, 55, Luke Estad for DVE. Estad with it. Along the three-point arc. Johnson has miscommunication, but it's able to be saved by Swanson. Back to Johnson on the drive. Couldn't get the shot to go. Sam Preston, the rebound, his fourth. Back out to Henningsgaard. Loses the dribble. Still loose on the floor. Henningsgaard able to save it. Preston. Lobs it to Reed. Anderson back to Preston. Inside Limke, puts it up, gets it to go. Patrick Limke, he's got 7. 46-11 in favor of Hillsboro-Central Valley. Johnson. Pass tip stolen away. Jackson Anderson with the steal. Layup is good. Jackson Anderson with his second bucket off of the steal. Tyler Jackson brings it up court. Johnson. Swanson inside. Basket is good. As Luke Eastad, the basket, his first points tonight. Anderson, Sam Preston, he'll put up a long three. No. Rebound taken by Limke. His putback wouldn't go, but the rebound by Reed, his shot won't go. And the rebound taken by Swanson. Johnson to Jackson. Stolen away. Patrick Limke with the steal. Layup the other way. Couldn't get it to go. And Swanson the rebound. Eastad blocked by Landon Reed. Reed with the block. Shot clock turned off. Final 10 seconds of the quarter. Henningsgaard. Anderson back to Henningsgaard. He'll put up the three. Yes! Carson Henningsgaard beats the buzzer. His second triple of the quarter. And at the end of 3 on the Golden Harvest Tim Kazette seed sales scoreboard, Hillsboro-Central Valley 51, Drayton Valley Edinburgh 13 on yourliveevent.com.
Rural life isn't for everyone, but those who know it and love it wouldn't have it any other way. As a farmer-owned cooperative, Ag Country Farm Credit Services supports rural communities in agriculture with reliable, consistent credit financial services, which helps farmers produce more affordable food and encourages long-term investments in rural communities. Ag Country Farm Credit Services, proud to support the communities where we live and work.
People depend on a healthy food supply always being there. We take great pride in what we've built here, and we want to pass that on.
Running a family farm isn't easy. We can't control the weather, ever-changing farm policies, and up and down farm prices, but we manage to keep going to provide the safest food supply we can.
To be a farmer, you have to be committed, and it isn't so much a choice as it is a calling.
Farmers Union Insurance, protecting those that protect America's food source.
Bros outscore the Titans 19-3 in that third quarter, led by 4 3-pointers. As Cartez picks up his dribble, Paulstead still with it, gets it inside Becker. Cartez, no. Rebound fought for, still loose on the floor. And we'll get a tie-up call. Possession arrow is with Hillsboro-Central Valley. 5th turnover of the half. As now in the fourth quarter, running clock. Inbounds Jackson Anderson. As also for the Burros, Ezra Longthorn. Also Gallagher. And Gannon Limke, as we'll have a travel by Jackson Anderson. 5th turnover for the Burros. As Lucas Pastoric will inbound for Drayton Valley Edinburgh. Becker across the timeline. Pastoric. Still with it. Goes left side. Paulstead has it stripped away. Tipped by Preston, steal by Jackson Anderson. He'll put it up the layup and gets it to go. Jackson Anderson now with 6. Burros lead 53-13. Becker on the drive, wild shot, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line.
At this stage of the game, you want to keep playing hard. You want to keep playing with a little bit of discipline. Don't want to get sloppy. And above all, don't get hurt. Just don't want to see that at this point of this game with this score on the board.
Ezra Longthorn picks up the foul. That'll be his first, team's third, as Becker splits the pair. As
I think we got a delay of game warning there. One of the Titans kind of batted the ball out of bounds.
the Borough basketball. Inbound is to Jackson Anderson. Set up court. Longthorn. It's up his dribble and his pass thrown away. Thrown there by Paulstead. Got Pastoric, Becker. Inside, blocked. Burrow's going the other way, Micah Gallagher. Inside, Longthorn, no. Excuse me, that was Anderson on the shot, couldn't get it to go. Becker drives inside, and we'll get a blocking foul on the Burros as they'll get 22 Jackson Anderson. That'll be his first, team's fourth. As a couple of substitutions. As four, Tyler Jackson back in for DVE, as well as 44, Dylan Feltman. Becker spins at the free throw line. Jackson puts it up, no, and the rebound by Sam Preston. His 5th board. Anderson, Longthorn for 3, no, and the rebound by Tyler Jackson. Across the timeline. Couple more Burrows, as well as a Titan, as well as a check-in. Next dead ball. Historic. Becker. Inside shot, no good by Feltman, and the rebound is controlled by 5, Gannon Limke. As we'll get a foul called. As Pastoric on the foul. His first, team's second, as 15. Parker Gallagher will check in, as well as 50, Dylan By for the Burros. As I believe Luke Easted back in as well for Drayton Valley Edinburgh. Limke, Micah Gallagher. Longthorn to Parker Gallagher. Inside Limke, back out Micah Gallagher to Parker. Back to Micah Gallagher, 15 to shoot. Parker Gallagher, 3-pointer, good! The Gallagher to Gallagher connection. Micah to Parker. And the 3-pointer is good, 56-14. Hillsboro-Central Valley with the lead. Deep 3 the other way. Shot attempt is no good, and the rebound is taken by Gannon Limke. That's his 3rd board. Micah Gallagher, inside by, back out, Parker Gallagher. Longthorn, try to get it inside to Limke. It's tipped and stolen away. Titans the other way. Tyler Jackson. Pastoric. Inside Easted. Back out. 3-pointer for Pastoric. No. And we'll get a foul. Loose ball foul, as it will be on Hillsboro-Central Valley. Gannon Limke on the foul. Excuse me, they'll get Gallagher on the foul.
A little bit of a hook on the rebound.
Nope, they checked it, and it was, in fact, on 5, Gannon Limke. Easted, long jumper, no, and the rebound is taken by Parker Gallagher. On the drive, couldn't get the shot to go, but a foul called. And Parker Gallagher will go to the free throw line. 90 seconds remaining. First free throw attempt off the back iron, no good. As number 3, Braden Johnson will check in for Drayton Valley Edinburgh. A couple more Burrows check in as well after the free throw, but the attempt is no good. But Gallagher able to come up with the loose ball. Micah Gallagher, 4-3. Micah Gallagher, his first points. Historic. Braden Johnson. Easted. Stolen away. Dylan By with the steal. Micah Gallagher. On the drive. Couldn't get the shot to go. But Gallagher able to come up with the loose ball. 3-pointer on the way and good. As Parker Gallagher, his second triple, as a timeout called by Hillsboro-Central Valley. As they'll just keep it rolling. As we'll get a couple of more subs into the game for the Burros. 34, Gavin Mitzel, and 44, Caden Waterworth in for the Burros. Historic across the timeline. Braden Johnson. Inside Easted. Puts it up, gets it to go. Luke Easted with his second bucket. Shot clock turned off. Final 30 seconds. Gallagher to Limke. As it looks like Hillsboro-Central Valley will just ride out the final 30 seconds and take a 62-16 victory here tonight in the Region 2 quarterfinals. They'll advance to the Region semifinals tomorrow, scheduled to begin 7:30. After the first semifinal between Hatton Northwood and Cavalier. We'll have that for you as well on yourliveevent.com. Pros will face the winner of our upcoming game, Thompson and Grafton. Final score, Golden Harvest Timcas Seed Sales Scoreboard. Hillsboro-Central Valley 62, Drayton Valley Edinburgh 16. Our Nielsen Brand Law post-game report coming up next on yourliveevent.com.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises. Precision Planning spent the 2019 growing season looking at how technology, agronomy, and equipment can all be used to maximize profit on farms like yours. Those results are now being shared with growers across the country in a climate-controlled mobile classroom, the PTI. This PTI trailer will be in Hillsboro March 16th and in Drayton March 17th. Come spend the morning with RDK Enterprises. Register at planterdoc.com.
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots. American Crystal Sugar Company.
To say that everyone in the farming community would like to put the 2019 planting and growing season behind them is an understatement. Hello, Shane with Irie Insurance, and this was one of those years that you found out what your crop insurance agent was made of. Were you satisfied? All of us at Irie Insurance feel your pain and know your challenges. That's why we would love to sit down with each and every farmer for an annual policy review. We now know how bad it can get, so let's make sure you have someone working in your corner to protect your farm's equity. To find an Irie Insurance agent near you, go to irieinsurance.com.
Hillsboro-Central Valley picks up the victory here tonight, a final of 62-16 to advance into the Region 2 semifinals. Our Nielsen Brand Law post-game report, as well as we'll have our Pacific Ag game summary. Hillsboro-Central Valley got off to a big lead in the first quarter of play, a 20-7 advantage through 8 minutes. Bros outscore the Titans 12-3 in quarter number 2 to take the halftime lead. The Bros led 32-10 after 2 quarters of play. Bros just continuing to pile it on as well in the second half. Third quarter, a 3-point party as the Burros nail 4 from deep range, outscoring the Titans 19-3 to take a 53-13 lead. After 3 quarters of play, Burros outscore the Titans 11-3 in the fourth quarter, as to make it your final score of 62-16. Burros with the victory. Your final score, Golden Harvest Timcas Seed Sales Scoreboard. Your game summary from Pacific Ag. Pacific Ag helps growers reduce costs, improve crop emergence and yield, and increase revenue per acre. Contact them today at 218-790-4494. Take another quick break, then we'll be back. We'll name some awards. That's coming up next on yourliveevent.com.
I kinda like
This is Sydney Brecken, student athlete at Hillsboro High School, and I urge students to refrain from using drugs or alcohol. Doing so can result in getting kicked off the team, damage your reputation, and damage your body. Stay sober and stay on the right track to success. Live above the influence. This message is brought to you by the Hillsboro School District.
With pitchers and catchers reporting to spring training, it's time to think spring planning with Hillsboro Lumber. Your plans are never too big, never too small for Hillsboro Lumber to assist you, from additions or remodeling, new homes, pole barns, farm sheds, garage, decks, new flooring, doors, kitchen cabinets. Call 701-636-4301 or stop into Hillsboro Lumber. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Free estimates, free drafting services, and free delivery from Hillsboro Lumber.
Dakota Heritage Bank is a bank on the go and on the grow. We now have 9 locations in Hunter, Hope, Galesburg, Hillsboro, Grandin, Gackle, Streeter, Judd, and Harvey. More locations and more services. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking and online banking with bill pay so you can bank anytime, anywhere. Stop in and visit Dakota Heritage Bank today. Sharing our heritage, sharing our future. dhbanknd.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here, yourliveevent.com. It's time now that we name our RDK Enterprises Precision Players of the Game. As we got one for each team here. As for Drayton Valley Edinburgh, give that to number 45, Gage Paulstead for the Titans. 5 points for him. Also added in a couple of rebounds as well. Also tried to force havoc in the middle throughout the game as well. As for Hillsboro-Central Valley, our precision player of the game, we'll give that to number 40, Landon Reed, as 12 points for him tonight for the Borough senior forward. 12 points, also added in 3 rebounds as well. Those are your 2 RDK Enterprise Precision Players of the Game from RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro. You can visit them online at planterdoc.com. We'll also name our Allsted Telephone Company post-game connection. Give that number 15, Parker Gallagher, coming in the fourth quarter. Maybe a little bit garbage time, but making the most of his opportunity. Doesn't get to play all that often for the sophomore guard. Able to hit 2 triples, one of them coming from the assist of older brother Micah Gallagher. So Parker Gallagher hitting the 3-pointers is your Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. They are how to connect, keeping you connected. As well, you can visit them online, halsteadtel.com. As we'll have our final stats from your Nielsen Brand Law post-game report. Building trust and community. Visit them in their offices, Fargo and Mayville. Give them a call, 701-786-6040. Visit them online, nielsenbrandlaw.com. Final stats for the Titans of Drayton Valley Edinburgh. 16 points for them, led in scoring by 45, Gage Paulstead, as well as number 2, Tyson Becker, both of them with 5 points. Luke Easted added in 4 points and 2 points for Caleb Cartez. Team totals for the Titans, they committed a total of 19 team turnovers. They had 15 team rebounds, 6 team fouls, and from the free throw line, they shot 3 of 6. Time now, final stats for Hillsboro-Central Valley. As the Borough, 62 points for them. They were led in scoring by number 3, Carson Henningsgaard. He had 18 points. 40, Landon Reed. He added in 12 points. Also had a 3 rebounds as well for Landon Reed. Six points apiece for 15, Parker Gallagher, and 22, Jackson Anderson. 4 points apiece for Gannon Limke and Oscar Benson. Micah Gallagher had 3 points, and Joey Cameroon with 2. Team totals, the Bros committed a total of 7 team turnovers. They had 28 team rebounds. They committed 9 team fouls. And from the free throw line, the Bros shot 3 of 8. Those are your final stats. Nielsen Brand Law post-game report. Again, we'll take a quick break here. Again, we will have a separate video, so give us a couple minutes to reset, then we'll come back with our fourth game tonight, the Grafton Spoilers taking on the Thompson Tommies. So again, just wait a couple minutes, refresh the yourliveevent.com or go back to our Your Live Event YouTube channel, and they should pop up as well. Ray Siebel saying thank you so much for tuning into this game, and we'll see you in just a couple minutes for Thompson and Grafton on yourliveevent.com.